Well, good evening, everyone. It is so great to see you all. Oh, someone was going to reply. You can reply. Good evening. All right, thank you. This is many honors concerts in for me. I've been here for 15 years, but it's actually the Ordway's 27th honors concert with the St. Paul Public Schools. Tonight, we will celebrate the accomplishments of students in the arts from the St. Paul Public Schools. The Ordway Board and our staff take enormous pride in our relationship with the St. Paul Public Schools, and we look forward each year in sharing this production and presentation with you all. It's really a joy. The Ordway is proud of our 27-year commitment. It is critical to continue our support of music and arts programs in the schools. I just said this out in the lobby as well. This strength in the schools and our arts programs is really what makes institutions like the Ordway thrive. So thank you all for supporting that critical work. We're also grateful to have friends that share those values with us and to whom we can turn for continued support in this joint event. The Minnesota Museum of American Art has been a longtime partner, and we're grateful to have them involved again this year. And we're also, yes, please thank them. We're also very grateful to welcome into our collaboration the Indigenous Roots Cultural Arts Center, a new center in the east side of St. Paul. They will be hosting the visual art exhibition later this month. Major support, we couldn't do it without our supporters. Major support for arts learning activity at the Ordway is provided by 3M, Travelers, and the Fred C. and Catherine B. Anderson Foundation. And tonight's honors concert couldn't occur without support from the Minnesota State Arts Board Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund, which you as Minnesota voters can all be proud of supporting. So thank you for your support. It is now my pleasure to join me in welcoming you here tonight, someone who's dedicated their work to supporting these schools that foster such artistic excellence. Please join me in welcoming the Superintendent of St. Paul Public Schools, Dr. Joe Gothard.
Thank you, Shelley, and thanks to all of you here with us tonight for joining us. Your support for these young artists is an important part of their continued success. Since the start of the honors program in 1991, more than 9,500 students have performed on this stage or exhibited their work in a professional exhibition. To achieve that kind of impact requires not only the support of our organization's leaders, but also the commitment of teachers, parents, families, and friends of the remarkable students that will perform here this evening. We thank you for your part in celebrating their accomplishments and acting as witness to their achievements. Central to our vision for St. Paul Public Schools is to inspire and challenge every student, to welcome and respect their families, and to unite and strengthen the community in which we all live. Tonight's celebration is certainly a large step forward in the fulfillment of that vision. We believe in the importance of honoring the artistic voice of young people in our community. And we are proud that our partnership affords us the opportunity to do such in this magnificent space. Now, I would like to introduce Dr. Kristen Macklem, Executive Director of the Minnesota Museum of American Art, to join us in welcoming you to tonight's event.
Wow, that's really high, actually. Let me pull that down a bit. Thank you, Shelley and Superintendent Gothard. It's a pleasure to be here tonight, and I'm very happy to be here to celebrate all the achievements of your students here in the St. Paul Public Schools. As Superintendent Gothard mentioned, I'm the Executive Director of the Minnesota Museum of American Art, which is St. Paul's only art museum. And right now it's in the Pioneer Endicott building here in Lowertown, St. Paul. It's closed right now for construction, but we're going to be opening up again later this fall. Thank you very much. That we're closed for construction or that we're opening again? Let's hope that's for opening again. It is going to give us an opportunity to really showcase the arts of American art and Minnesota artists in particular, but also the extraordinary accomplishments of your students. And usually each year we have the Honors Exhibition program at the Minnesota Museum of American Art. This year we're going to be hosting it at the Indigenous Roots Cultural Arts Center, which is located on the east side of St. Paul on 7th Street between Hope and Sinan Avenues. This exhibition is going to be the opportunity to showcase all the great visual artists in our community, you, the students, the parents, the teachers, all of you who support your visual artists, your painters, your sculptors, your draftsmen, your ceramic artists, your jewelry makers, all of those who do things with your arts and really express yourself through that tradition. You'll be able to see that all on the slideshow here tonight, but I encourage you all to come to the exhibition when it is at the Indigenous Roots Cultural Arts Center. It will open on May 17th and runs through June 3rd. And this will be a great opportunity to see all that these young artists have created, and we're so proud of that you have done in our midst. There will be painting, drawing, photography, sculpture, jewelry, and the ceramic arts. Additional support for this Honors Visual Art exhibition is provided by Wet Paint Artist Materials and Framing, and the Saks Arts and Crafts, Triarco, and Blick Art Materials. So we're very grateful for those who help provide the materials for all of your artists to be able to create and live out their creative expression. So anyway, congratulations to all of tonight's honorees. We look forward to sharing your journey of discovery and creative process as you grow and share your talents with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Superintendent Gothard and Dr. Macomb. We are grateful for your collaboration and partnership. And now on with the show. I am delighted to welcome to the stage my co-conspirator of many years, my last 15 working on the Honors Concert, who will introduce you to the first performance group this evening, Jan Spencer de Gutierrez, who is the supervisor for visual and performing arts in the St. Paul Public Schools. Please welcome her.
Thank you so much, Shelley. It's just a thrill for me to be here tonight, and I am stepping in for the MC right now, who will be here shortly. So just bear with me. I'd just like to, along with you, congratulate all of the 350 students who are here tonight performing on this stage. So please give them a warm welcome. And then also, if you would warmly welcome and congratulate all of our Honors Concert directors. Please welcome. And if you want to just hold your applause until the end, then we'll congratulate them all at one time. Matthew Oyen and Martha Graber from Central High School. Okay, that's not going to be possible. Dr. Phil Freed and Carol Whitney from Como Park. Siri Keller and Jonathan Smith from Creative Arts High School. Joel Matuzak and Seth Bovis from Highland Park. Marty Lestock and Barb Lawrence from Humboldt. Anne Marie Person and Teresa Westcott from Johnson High School. Alex Ferderer from Open World Learning Center. Daniel Kirlstein and Lori French from Washington Technology Magnet School. Natalie Romero from Harding. And lastly, our drumline director, Jennifer Grupner, also from Harding. And then also, I'd like to acknowledge our Harding band director and drumline instructor, Harding drumline instructors, Robert Pilot and Michael Miklich, who are not here this evening. Thank you very much. And now it's time for our concert to begin. So family and friends and young adults, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the Honors Concert Choir with conductor Andre Haywood and accompanist Tom Barch. Mr. Barch is an active accompanist with the Twin City area and is a staff accompanist at Carleton College in Northfield as well as Augsburg College in Minneapolis. Mr. Hayward has worked on the campus of St. John's Abbey and University since 2007. Serving as artistic director in the St. John's Boys Choir, conductor of the St. John's Abbey Scholastica liturgical music director, and St. John's Preparatory School, and as an adjunct faculty member at the university where he directs 2 ensembles and teaches graduate choral conducting. For their first piece, the choir will perform the traditional African welcome song, Sanibonani. So welcome the Honors Choir.
can't go on another day, but please stay. Just stay. Please stay. Just stay.
My happiness is no longer in the hands of someone else.
I realize that what others say about me reflects them, not who I am.
It's okay to be a work in progress.
Sharing your feelings does not make you weak.
Some days there's just such a struggle.
All I can ever think about is Isaiah.
Grace,
Deshauna,
Fisher,
I
wish they kept living.
I decided to ask for help instead of going through it alone.
It hurt like hell, but I kept living.
One person took the time to listen and understand. Sometimes that's all it takes.
Wow. That was absolutely amazing and beautiful. Thank you, Andre Haywood, Thomas Birch, and the Honors Concert Choir. Yes. Wow. My name is David Billingsley, and I will be your Master of Ceremony tonight. I'm so excited to be here, and you'll hear more from me later. Each year, the Honors Concert features an innovative performance art group. It is now my pleasure to welcome the Harding High School Drumline, led by Harding Band Director Jennifer Grupner, Drumline Coordinator Robert Pilot, and Drum Instructor Michael Miklich. This ensemble makes over 10 public appearances a year. Most recently, they had the honor of being one of the highlighted performing groups in 2 Super Bowl live events leading up to the Super Bowl. Friends, please help me welcome the Harding High School Drumline. Wow, thank you, Harding Drumline. That was amazing. Tonight, we are here to celebrate all of the students and teachers involved in the annual honors program. Musicians, performance artists, and visual artists. While the visual art exhibition will be available for viewing next month on Thursday, May 17th at the Indigenous Roots Cultural Arts Center, tonight we will view a video of the original student artwork. The video's background music was composed by Ju Tao, Creative Arts Secondary School, and under the direction of Jonathan Smith. The names and schools of all of the participating honors art exhibition student artists and their teachers are on the video and listed in tonight's program. We hope that you enjoy. It is now my pleasure to welcome Dr. Michael Scott and the Honors Concert Orchestra to the stage. Dr. Michael Scott is in his third year as Director of Orchestras at Henry Sibley High School. Tonight, the orchestra repertoire order will begin with Egyptian Legacy and end with Hungarian Dance No. 5. Friends, please help me welcome to the stage Dr. Michael Scott and the Honors Concert Orchestra. Wonderful job, Dr. Scott and the Honors Orchestra. Yes. I couldn't help it. I was backstage dancing a little bit. Now at this point of the program, I get to talk to you for a little bit. And this is the village. These students did an amazing job today. Everyone today has just done such a great job. Let's give everyone a nice round of applause really quick. Wow. I had the honor of sharing with all of the students this morning, and we were talking just about music and the arts and how it has the power to change lives. All of you in here, you're part of the village, and you're part of arts education, and it's so important, so important. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story, your MC today. My name is David Billingsley, like I said. I'm from Racine, Wisconsin. Is anyone else from Wisconsin in here? Oh, yeah, there we go. I am a Minnesota Viking fan, though, just so you know. Oh, yeah. But I was one of those kids that always loved music. Every time I would go to church, my grandma would sing, the organ would get going, the drums would go crazy, and I would grab a tambourine and play. I would also sometimes bring my toy saxophone along with me. What I didn't even realize at the time was that I had the music bug, the arts bug. I loved music. I loved the arts. So much so that in preschool, one of my teachers, she said, that kid, and in the report at the end of the year, she said, that kid loves music. Every time a song comes on, he starts moving or dancing or singing. And at that age, I knew already that I wanted to do music. So I started getting piano lessons at the age of 6. I had weekly lessons. I was learning in the style of classical music, and I loved it. I saw a teacher every week. We had performances and recitals and competitions. I grew every year as an artist. Coming from Racine, Wisconsin, where my family was poor, we didn't have money to afford lessons and things like that, but my dad found a way every month to collect $80 so that I could study and become the person I am today. I am pleased to tell you that this young man from Racine, Wisconsin, who grew up with very little, now has a whole lot, and it's because of the power of the arts and villages like this. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, so it's so important for these types of opportunities to exist, because I didn't know that I had the potential to be someone great. I didn't know that I could travel the world playing music. I've been to Japan, I've been to Italy, I've been to Aruba, New York, Los Angeles, Texas. I can keep going. And the reason being is because of my music instruction. I had a teacher who every week said, you know what, David, you're great. There's something in you that the world needs to see. There's something in you that if you work on it every day for the rest of your life, you can make a living out of this and you can be great. I took that advice and I've run with it. So much so that when I was 16, 17, these kids' age, I had a gospel group. We were called Dominion, and we would travel the country. I would write music, and I had a group of 16 teenagers this age. We all went to the same school, and we would just make music together. I found that making music and art has been one of the biggest joys of my life. If I was sad on a day, I would play the piano. If I was happy, I would play the piano. If I wanted to just make a new song, I would play the piano. And what I realized was that piano, I could play it and I would start to close my eyes. And I would eventually somehow get out of the room, and I felt like I was flying, literally. I felt like I could do anything, like anything was achievable. Anything could be accomplished. And that's what the power of the arts and that's what music did for my life. It really, really changed it, so much so that now, like I said, I'm playing professionally. I have 2 degrees in music and the arts. I have my own school called the Billingsley School of Music and Arts, where we provide arts access to kids who can't afford it in dance, drama, music, and visual art. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. And we just recently played here at the Ordway a few months ago to a sold-out crowd at the MLK Day celebration, and we're continuing to do the work. And so what I'm trying to say and trying to get you to see is that arts access changes lives. It totally does. Every single student here, I'm so, so glad. Let's just give our parents a hand just for 1 second. I have to give you a hand, commend you, and applaud you. You are doing fantastic work with your child, with these students. Choosing arts is going to change their life like it did mine. A little poor boy from Racine, Wisconsin, now able to feed a family every day of my life from playing the piano. That can be their reality as well, and that will be. And so now they get to share in a beautiful auditorium like this, the Ordway. Some artists never make it to this stage, and they have full access. Their teachers care so much. I've watched them backstage work so hard, preparing these kids. The administrators at the district level, St. Paul Public Schools, they care. And they're trying to bring the best and the highest quality people to our kids and our students. And to me, that just speaks volumes. And that shows a village at work, a village doing great things, and a village that's changing lives and active in the arts community. So give yourselves a hand for that. As you can see, these students are getting ready, but before they come on, I kind of want to just see what kind of musicians we have in the room. We're all musicians, right? Raise your hand if you're a musician. Yeah? Oh, I see you. Let's see. I'm gonna test you out. Let's see if you can hear this. Ooh, ooh. Ba ba da ba ba. Ba da ba bow. Do ba do ba do ba. Da ba ba bow. Lollipop bam. Shwa. You all are musicians, give yourselves a hand. You sounded good. Dale. Woo, wow. Dale. Someone did the ooh, wow, I heard you. Yes. One love. One heart. Let's get together and feel all right. Let's get together and feel all right. Right here, like this. One love, yeah, come on. One heart, sing with me. Let's get together and feel all right. Stop 1 second, I didn't explain something. No more echo. You just sing it with me. We all together in this, all right? One big family. Let's try it. You ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready and sing. Go. One love, yeah. One heart. Let's get together and feel all right. Sing it one more time. One love, yeah. One heart, let's get together and feel Give yourselves a hand. Wow, you sound amazing. Yes, you sound great. Today, we were with your students and we sang those kind of songs. We sang One Love. We sang songs that really uplifted their spirits. We told them that music can change their life. They know that through the power of the arts, that once they turn on that instrument, once they blow through that horn, or once they beat that drum, that can change a life, that can bring someone to tears, to joy, to happiness. We are so excited to be here, and Access changes lives. Arts change lives, and your contributions here as parents it's just really making their life something incredible. Something, they'll never forget these moments. They'll never forget these opportunities. For our last performance of the evening, it is now my pleasure to introduce the Honors Concert Band and conductor, Dr. Kristen Chernihoy. Dr. Chernihoy is the director of band and orchestra at the University of Wisconsin River Falls, where she conducts the Symphony Band, St. Croix Valley Community Band, and the St. Croix Valley Symphony Orchestra. The honors band repertoire for this evening will begin with Out of Darkness, followed by Yaka. And now, please help me welcome to the stage Dr. Chernihoy and the honors band. Wow, that was so incredible. Give them one more hand. Let me hear it. Yes. Wasn't this a wonderful evening? Yes, let's give a final round of applause for all of the incredible students who were featured here this evening. Thank you, audience members, for attending and for supporting the young people whose work we've enjoyed this evening and helping us honor the artists that have been a part of this program for over the last 27 years. We'd love to hear what you thought of tonight's performance. On page 13 of the program, please find a QR code for an audience survey. And finally, on behalf of all of the students who performed and had their artwork displayed on the video this evening, we'd like to thank the Ordway staff and board of directors, the Minnesota Museum of American Art staff, Indigenous Root staff, St. Paul Public School staff, and members of the St. Paul Public School Board of Education. And of course, the generous funders who make this work possible. 3M Travelers, the Fred C. and Catherine B. Anderson Foundation, and the Minnesota State Arts Board and Cultural Heritage Fund. It has been my pleasure to share in this event with all of you. Have a wonderful night.